Hello and welcome back to the Buckeye State Blitz. Kept telling myself this is not going to be an all Bengals episode again. It's not. Then the Bengals happened. First off, that game. You told me earlier in the week that the Bengals would be without Joe Mixon, William Jackson, and throughout the game would lose 3 of their starting linemen and would only lose by 1 score. I'd probably take that. Especially once I heard that Jackson and Mixon would be out. Didn't have high expectations. And they actually got in that game. And what do you know? They got off to a great start. Couldn't miss. Baker Mayfield went 0 for 5. It's beautiful. Couldn't ask for much better. Then I don't know what this defensive coordinator is doing. I don't know if he's making too many changes or not enough. I didn't pay close enough attention to see if he switched from man to zone like he did last week. But he's not pushing the right buttons. They start off really well. Then all of a sudden, after that first quarter, they seemingly can't stop a snail. And it's really sad. I mean, when they scored that last touchdown on 4th down, I was pumped. I thought, okay, they only got a minute left. This is going to be great. We got this. I see people on Twitter saying they left too much time. I thought, are you crazy? It's a minute left. Browns are without Odell Beckham, without Nick Chubb. Surely they cannot go the entire length of the field in that short a time. Bam, bam, bam. Browns touchdown. Heartbroken. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But it seems to be the same mistakes each and every week. They get off to a hot start. They seemingly forget what they've done and can't stop anything. Offensively, they look great. Joe Burrow looks to be the future. It looks like he can have an amazing 15-plus year career. I love that guy. AJ Green looks great again. I think he had 6, 7 catches. That's a man I want to keep in Cincinnati, that's for sure. That defense. And they got talent, too. It's not like it was a couple years ago when they just had no one. Everyone was hurt and they just had no talent. They've got talent. That's a talented secondary. Linebackers are young and improving. Now, granted, when Zach Taylor was forming his staff, no real respectable coordinator wanted to come here. But now they've got talent. You go D-line in the draft, get one day 2, maybe sign a solid free agent, beef up that line. You can work with that. You can work with that. You can have some fun with that if you're a D coordinator. But they got to make some changes. Now to the elephant in the room. Carlos Dunlap. Get this man out of Cincinnati. I've loved this guy for so long. He's been such a great player. Are you kidding me? 1 hour after the game, you're saying, my house is for sale, who wants it? What kind of selfish garbage is that? Tells me when the Bengals started losing, he's only in it for himself. Which is really sad, because he's been so good. Such a seemingly nice guy. but it's just turned heel quickly. But if you're a head coach, you cannot let this continue. If I knew how to edit videos, I'd post his tweets and posts of the last week. He posted his house for sale. Tyler Boyd called him out on it. Finally, someone does. Well done on that. And then in the middle of the week, he's posting the D-end rotations. You got 96 third on both sides. I get you're frustrated. Come on, dude. Be some semblance of a team player. This is just ridiculous. Geno Atkins also had 12 snaps. He should also be getting more. Now, Taylor has gone on record saying it's been discussed with Geno. He's doing what he feels comfortable with. Fine. Fine. I think he should play more, but if that's what Geno agrees with, hands off then. But he also went out of his way to say he's done it the right way. That's not exactly a veiled shot at Carlos Dunlap, who was also taking not so veiled shots at the coaches. This is a relationship that is in shambles. Also, all of a sudden, you go play Carlos Dunlap 100% of the snaps. I don't see this working. And you got the trade deadline coming up in a week. I don't see anyone giving up anything of value. If they can get a 7th round pick, take it. We got Marcus Bailey in the 7th round. He might be able to play. But you tell me after this next game against the Titans, I just don't see Dunlap being here. He doesn't want to be here. He is being a cancer to the team. I mean, he is defining conduct detrimental to the team. Now, yes, there are questions about the coaches. Zach Taylor is an offensive-minded guy who has not seemingly built the relationships with the defense that he should. And Lou Anarumo is making adjustments that don't need to be made and overthinking everything. But this is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. Darius Phillips commented once, and he played 50 of 52 snaps, I believe. Huge interception, gave up a massive play late. Probably why he didn't have as many snaps as he wanted. Now, he's still young and developing. I'll give him that, but he's got work to do. I hope he knows that. But get Carlos Dunlap out of town. He doesn't want to be here. And the Bengals, in the position they're in, they need positive people around them who's going to build them up. Carlos Dunlap is doing the exact opposite. It's killing them. I'm not saying having Carlos Dunlap out would have meant a win against the Browns, but certainly would have helped. Now, it does seem that there are two issues, Carlos Dunlap and Zach Taylor. So if you're a head coach, you just can't let this continue. You've got to command respect from everyone. And he's not doing that. He's letting Dunlap post whatever he wants. Yes, it's his public feed. He can do whatever he wants with it, but Just because he says that doesn't mean it goes unpunished. Blatant conduct detrimental to the team. He needs to be fined, he needs to be suspended, or inactive, or all three. Or just cut, preferably. Move on. Get some D-line help in the draft and free agency. I thought things were looking up for the Bengals. So close. Man, at times they just look so far away. It's going to be a rough one Sunday against the Titans. That's for sure. I'll probably ignore that unless Carlos Dunlap decides to go rogue again and post something stupid. But I got a nice Ohio State Penn State game to talk about. See you next time.